If I were a man, I wouldn't want to handle you either.
What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be reviewing a video titled "You Can't Handle a Strong Black Woman." What do you think this one's going to be about?
I honestly, I'm not sure where this is gonna head. I'm not gonna assume today. I'm just gonna hear it out and then see what happens.
All right, guys, make sure you don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Help us get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of August. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button.
Here
So here we go.
I did. I don't know if you saw it. If you didn't see it, please go back and watch so you will understand. It was a video about black men, or sorry, why do black women get mad when they see a black man with a white woman? Okay. I knew when I did the video, even though I wasn't saying anything that I felt was highly controversial or anything, but I just knew because I know my people. I knew I was going to upset a lot of black women, and I did so. A lot of them didn't leave comments on the actual video. I got a ton of inbox messages though, a ton. And I was just reading through it, and there was a common theme that seemed to jump out at me in reading these different responses. A lot of the women basically told me that, they believe that these black men who date white women or any woman of another race, they just can't handle strong black women. Okay. Now, I know that's nothing new. I'm sure you guys have heard that phrase or heard that expression, can't handle a strong black woman. That's the first thing that a lot of black women who get upset about black men dating outside of their race tend to holler out. Okay. I just felt it was time to stop the madness. Why I have a couple of problems with that statement. The first problem I have with it is the assumption. Number one, the assumption that the black man can handle a strong black woman, which is implying that you think he's weak, and you're implying something about the woman he's with, whether she be white or some other race. You're basically, it's an implication of weakness that you're implying and assuming on both parts. You're assuming the black man can't handle he's weak because he can't handle a strong black woman. You're assuming that the white woman or whoever, she's weak, and so she's going to let the man kind of walk over her. All those are kind of implied.
I don't agree with this, like, you have to be a strong woman and whatever, because I think what a lot of women say is like, all right, I want to be strong, but they kind of miss the fact that, like, you can calm it down a little bit too, you know what I mean? Like, you don't constantly have to be in that state, especially if you're trying to find a relationship and things like that. There has to be a balance, right? Mm-hmm. Like, you're not going to be aggressive 24/7 at work.
To imply that a black man can't handle a strong black woman and a black man being weak, like, it's not about that. He just doesn't want to deal with the headache. But I mean, that's like, just what that's it really is, right? Yeah. And it shouldn't really be a black or white thing. It should just be a man and a woman and just coming together and just enjoying their lives together, right? But let's go ahead and continue. Let's see what else she has to say.
In that statement, I could be wrong, but that's what I get from it. I have a problem with that. The second thing I have a problem with in that statement is the word handle. Now, for the life of me, and I've been thinking about this, I was thinking about it even before those comments were made, because I've heard those comments from black women before for the same argument. That's the excuse. What I would like to know is why do we as black women feel that a man needs to handle us? Like, where does that come from? I'm very confused. I don't understand. I really would like to know from black women who feel that way. Why do you feel that a man needs to handle you? Why do you need to be handled? And then my next question is, what exactly needs to be handled? Do you have an attitude problem? Or are you disrespectful? Or are you loud? Or are you nagging? Or are you... I don't know. I'm just trying to think of things. What needs to be handled? And why? Why does any man, or anybody for that matter, have to handle you? I would really like for someone who feels that way, to answer that question for me. You can inbox me, you can comment on the video, whatever. I just would like to know why. Okay, I'm going to be quite honest with you, and I'm probably going to get into more trouble with this video than I did with the first one. If I were a man, I wouldn't want to handle you either.
Facts.
Facts. Oh my god.
I wouldn't want to handle a loud, obnoxious black or white. Like I wouldn't any woman.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to. I had to handle putting in 12 hours at work. You know what I mean? Some of these guys listening are, truck drivers, plumbers, real estate agents. One long supporter, he works at the airport. Can't remember his name right now, but like there's guys handling their business at work.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I need to come home and handle you? You know what I mean? It just doesn't even sound right.
Right?
Like, what are your thoughts on
No,
that?
because as soon as like she was saying like what needs to be handled, I'm like bad attitude, and then she said it, and I was just like, there you go. Like I don't see why it needs to be this like, oh, he needs to be able to handle me and all that I come with, and and like you're asking him to put up with your bad attitude pretty much. You're asking him to put up with like negativity. You know what I mean? No one wants to put up with that. So you know what? I have an honest question. Wouldn't it be easier just to be like, you know what? I think I do have a little bit of an attitude problem. You know what I mean? And maybe it's not the healthiest situation to say someone needs to handle
That would require the A word though.
Accountability.
How many women are like, I'm the problem?
But not enough, right? Because if you really took a step back and if you truly cared and you really wanted like the right man to come along and you're single and you know what I'm saying, then you would probably look to these women who are like, all right, the black men are going towards these white women, these Spanish women, whatever other cultured women, right? What do they have that I don't? Right? And looks wise, okay, I look just as good as them, like physically, so okay, that's not the issue. So personality wise then, what am I missing? Oh, they seem like they're more like they're more focused on their man, they're a lot nicer, they're more soft spoken, or they're more feminine, all these different things, right?
But that would require accountability and work. Because to fix the issue.
Yeah.
Because now you have to put in work to get a certain outcome.
Mm-hmm.
And not all, but some black women don't think highly of black men. So what they're saying to themselves is, wow, I got to put in all this work, reprogram my mind to think a certain way for a black man. No, thank you. No. So some women are thinking that way, but what were you going to say?
I was going to say, but the other side of it is that they think I'm perfect.
Oh, like they're not the issue. Yeah.
They're not the issue. It's like everybody else is the problem. And then it's like, no, I'm perfect. I am strong.
Yeah.
Like, no, you're just not the right man for me. So I'm just going to keep looking.
You can't handle me.
Yeah, you can't handle me. So I know I'm great. I know. Look at all this.
So
look at all this amazingness that I have to offer. And like, you know what I mean?
Denial.
Yeah. So the accountability really needs to, and just kind of take some self-awareness with that. So
yeah.
Anyways, we can continue.
Let's continue.
I wouldn't want to handle somebody. I would want to be with somebody that I can have a loving, great relationship with, who respects me, I respect them, that I enjoy being around them, that when I come around them, I feel a sense of peace, I feel a sense of happiness and joy. They bring that to my life. I would not want to be with someone who brings drama to my life, or who I don't look forward to going home to. I wouldn't want that. So I'm trying to understand why we as black women, or any woman that this applies to, but I'm talking to black women right now, why do we feel that we need to be handled, and why do we feel like someone should have to put up with our stuff, if whatever your stuff is, whatever that handle means? Why? I really want to know the answer to that question. So that's the first part. Okay. I'm going to come back. I think I'm going to break these videos up so they're not so lengthy. That's the first thing. If someone can explain that to me, I've asked many times, please reply, please comment, inbox me, hit me up with your answers, because I want to know. All right.
Man, I think therapy needs to really be talked about more, because I think the root of it is that if you're constantly, let's say a day, like just a normal day for, let's say, a woman, normal day, she works, she goes back home, and then like her man is always like, there's always problems between her and her man, but it's like, okay, why are you so easily triggered? Maybe what's the root of the problem?
Yeah.
And that needs to be discussed with maybe a professional, right? And to really get down to what the problems are, instead of, you know, maybe
lashing out,
thank you, to your man. So I think that's a big thing, that you need to talk about these problems. Why naturally you should not be always this angry, right? Natural state should be like in a calm, neutral sense. You don't have to be too high, you don't have to be too low.
Yeah.
So I think, just talking to somebody to release whatever's really making you angry inside, you know?
Yeah, I mean, the key takeaway is to identify the issue and then fix it, right? Like, you're not above everything.
Yeah.
Like, if you know, okay, you're a little more triggered, acknowledge that, right? And try to find ways on how you can improve yourself and just kind of move forward, like do the work, right? If you want to be a wife, you want a certain outcome, put the work in so that you can get the result that you know really want in life, right? And you're living life fulfilling and just having an amazing life with somebody that, you know, loves you, vice versa, right? So anyways, guys, we're gonna go ahead and end this video. If you like this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time.
Bye, guys.